Hey YouTube, welcome to another live broadcast. Unfortunately, we're not able to go live again on Facebook, so thank you for jumping over here with us on YouTube. Tonight, we are going to close out our series this week on some of the struggles that some of us have with our intermittent fasting or goals in general. And so we're going to close it out tonight with some tips, and I have another book suggested for you guys. I've gotten some really good feedback about the books that I've suggested this week, and I'm going to add another one to your library. So, if you are new, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Tonight, we are going to fix the problem once and for all, hopefully. My name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutritional plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best, and most importantly, live their most authentic life. And we are doing that here through a community of aging women who are using intermittent fasting as a means for obtaining those three things: looking, feeling their best, and living their most authentic life. So, hopefully, you are doing some things this week according to the suggestions that we've had because of the topics that we've had this week. So, I wanted to just really quickly go through some of the things that we've covered already this week, and then we're going to bring it home with tonight's topic. So Monday night, we talked about falling off the IF wagon, and we kind of talked about how that can be applied to just about anything you have in your life that you've set a goal for. And why is it that you're falling off the wagon, and what kind of excuses are you using to justify that? And then we talked about what's the real problem on Tuesday. Oftentimes, it's not so much what we're trying to do and the fact that it's so difficult. Often, what we're attempting to do is very simple in concept, but cannot be so easy in reality. So just because something seems simple doesn't mean that it's always going to be easy, because we have those outside influences, we have our life stories that come into the picture, and then we just have life in general that can make things a little bit more difficult for us than they seem like they should be. So that was Tuesday's topic. And then Wednesday, we talked about figuring out your triggers, and I suggested the book Triggers to you guys to try to pinpoint those things in your life that come up that just knock you off track. And are there some things that you can do with your triggers to either replace them for something that's sort of a negative in your life and put it something in its place that's a positive? Can you eliminate a trigger altogether and just sort of redirect yourself so that you go into a place that's going to be a little bit more positive or keep you focused on your goals? So we've covered those three topics this week, and we're going to close it tonight with fixing the problem. So, what is the problem? Most of the time, when we're struggling to try to achieve something that we say we really want to have. And why is it that we let triggers get in the way? Or why is it that we let outside influences sort of pull us off track? And why is it that we use outside excuses to justify our own lack of ability to commit? And so we are going to talk about that a little bit tonight. And we're going to talk about it based on this book that I read called The Passion Test. And I believe, through my own personal experiences and with helping and coaching women, like I said, for the past 25 years, that oftentimes when you're lacking what it takes to achieve a desired result, it's simply just that you're not that passionate about it. So it's not that thing that's deep down in your soul of souls that's driving you to get to where you want to go. And that can be understandable for a lot of reasons. You know, sometimes we're feeling like we're forced into a situation, or something sort of just popped in out of the blue and we weren't really planning on it or expecting it. Or maybe there just isn't something that you've connected emotionally to your reason for doing something. And I call that the why. So if you don't have an emotional why for doing something, something that can really kind of make you get goosebumps, or make you get butterflies in your stomach, or make you feel almost a little bit scared that if you don't do this, that something bad is going to happen, then you might just be lacking passion. So this book is something that really fired me up. I read it, I believe, in the first part of last year. And it helped me really kind of pinpoint and fine tune what I wanted out of my own life, and how I was going to take my desires for something and my sort of dreams to have something and actually put it into a passion, and have it drive me. So if you're not feeling driven towards something, it might just be that you haven't really identified or connected it to a passion or an emotional why. So I'm going to share with you a little bit out of the book and how it is that you can determine your passion. So, what I found really great about this book too is, I often talk about setting goals and setting goals in the present tense and making sure that they're measurable and attainable. And this book, when you're talking about your passions, it clearly does define that that a passion is not a goal. A passion is really a desire to have something or to do something, and you have to be able to differentiate the two of those things and make sure that you clearly um, write your passions down so that they don't end up becoming a goal for yourself. So we do it in a little bit different way than we do our goals. And I'm going to read for you some passion statements that are given as examples in this book. So an example of some passion statements would go like this, and you'll be able to hear how much different these are from actual goal statements. So one of them is living in a beautiful home in which I feel completely at peace. Writing successful mystery novels. Working in a nurturing environment with lots of plants and lights. Having fun with everything I do. Spending lots of quality time with my family. Working with a supportive team of people who share my values. And then enjoying perfect health with lots of energy, stamina, and vitality. And you can hear in those statements how different those sound from a goal. And oftentimes, when we talk about goals, we talk about making sure that they're measurable and attainable. And you can clearly hear in these passion statements that there really is a difference between something written down as measurable and attainable and something that you really just wish to have in your life as part of how you function and your passion. Um, and I really did find this book really simple to get through. I found it, I was really excited to read it every day, and really being able to put my passions to work really helped me figure out what I was doing with my own health and some of the choices that I was making with my own nutrition and some of the choices I was making with my own fitness and some of the choices I was making even in just my own business. And when I was able to sort of redirect some things and put them into something that I could feel passionate about, that's when things really started to fall in place for me, because passion is a driver and goals are sort of those things that we just kind of chip away at and work toward. But if you can be driven towards something and it comes from your soul and it's something that you really place value on, then it becomes a joy in your life. So if you're finding that you are lacking some passion or some drive, then maybe you need to put your passions to the test. I highly recommend this book. It will give you a step-by-step guide on what to do to just drill down some things in your life until you get a really clear and concise passion statement. And then you have some go-to items to kind of create an action plan to develop and work toward living the passion that you want to have in your life. And it can be anything. It could be fitness related. It could be relationship related. It could be financially related. It could be work environment related. It's what you want in your life and what you desire to have and what you can be passionate about. And there's something amazing about finding your passion that is just so rewarding and so fulfilling and so energizing. When you work from a passion place, you're excited about what you get to do. When you work from a passion place, you bring all of you to it because that's what's kind of, I don't know, the center of where you're getting your energy from. So figure out maybe if some of the things that you're stumbling with or some of the areas that you feel like you're repeatedly failing at, are they passion driven for you? Are you feeling that deep sense of purpose to get it done? And if not, maybe you need to connect an emotional why to it too. Saying that you want to lose weight or saying that you want to get healthy, that's nice and all to say, and that's a really great goal, but why? Why do you want to get healthy? Why do you want to stop this battle of yo-yo dieting? Why do you want to be prescription medicine free? Why is it that you want to have your vitality and energy back? Why? And if you can get it down to an emotional statement of, and if you get on a consult call with me, I will get you to the why. Trust me. that's where I drive when I'm talking to a lot of people on these consult calls when they're telling me all the things they want to do. I mean, that's great that you want to do those things, but why? Why do you want to be healthy? My why is because I want to play with my grandkids. And I have an 11-year-old daughter and I'm 51 years old. I have to stay healthy and energetic and active, and I have to keep my brain together so that I can be the grandmother that I pray my kids will have. And and so I have to drive from that passionate point, and I have to have that emotional why. To say I want to be healthy just to be healthy is great, but to say I want to be healthy because I want to play with the grandkids that aren't born yet, I want to play with the grandkids that my daughter is going to hopefully have, and she's only in the 6th grade. Like, I have a long way to go, and I have to be passionate about it. I have to keep that emotional why so that I stay driven on those days where it's hard. And I stay driven on those days where I want to be like everyone else and eat the cake and have the pizza at the pizza parties. But if I'm connected to my emotional why and my passion will supersede any of those things every single day, because nothing can knock you off what you're passionate about, and nothing can knock you away from what it is that you say is your emotional why for doing something. So, the passion test. Highly recommend it. Super easy read. It's going to make you feel good about your life. It's going to make you feel good about where you're spending your time and space with what it is that you're doing. And hopefully, it'll give you that inner strength and that sort of gut connection and commitment to what it is that you're trying to do. So let me welcome everybody. Oh, sorry, my finger's on there. And see if there's any questions or comments I can address. Randy, finishing week 4, sweet spots 24. You found the magic sweet spot. Congratulations. Dominique, hello. Starting alumni off track, trying to get back on. Well, hopefully the alumni group will do that for you. Hello from San Francisco. Lovely necklace. Thank you very much. Lori, super excited about alumni group starting. I need to keep experimenting and discovering what works best with my body, and I love your coaching and support of the group. Oh, thank you, Lori. That's super sweet. Martina, hi, Diane. It's so difficult for me due to kids and husband. It's hard enough for me to alone to change our bad habits. Well, Marina, I have a husband and kids too. And what I did is I changed me first. And then I slowly started incorporating changes in our home. So I always recommend not doing a clean sweep of things and changing everything overnight, unless, of course, it's a health situation and you need to do that. But just slowly rotate things out and put healthier things in. And you have to do what's best for you. Not everyone has to come along on the journey with you. You fit in family and stuff when you need to. And I don't know, I don't need to eat like an 11-year-old, and I don't need to eat like a 17-year-old boy. I need to eat like a 51-year-old woman. So I don't expect them to eat like a 50-year-old woman, and I don't need to be expected to eat like an 11-year-old girl and a 17-year-old boy. So I choose the way I need to eat based on who I am, and then I allow them to eat the way they need to eat based on them, with keeping in mind that we have to keep healthy options open, because that's what we are supposed to do as moms, right? Make sure that they are have the healthy options as well. Um, so, Marina, put yourself first. Laura, hi Diane. I was doing very well on IF with amazing results, but have fallen off the wagon and can't seem to get back on track. You need to go back and watch the live we did about falling off the IF wagon. I think it was Monday. We talked about that. Deb, my why. I'm 55 with two 13-year-olds. There you go, Deb. I'm in the same spot you are, girlfriend. Yvonne, I want to hike and play with future grandkids. My son's 13. Yep, Yvonne, you're right there with us too. Future grandkids. Starting alumni Saturday, sweet spots 24. Deb, congrats. Rhonda, hello from SoCal. Hello. Deb, I'm 54 with a 13-year-old too. Yeah, we are. I mean, it's amazing how many of us late 40 and 50-year-old women have teenage kids or younger. I have friends from high school who have grandkids, and friends from high school whose kids were getting married, and I was potty training. So just a different season of life. But I we can't let those kind of things hold us up, right? Because we have to think past our present and think to our future. So everything that I'm doing now at 51 is for when I'm 61 and 71 and 81. And that keeps my passion alive, that keeps me driven, and that keeps my why front and center. I do not want to be sick. And like I say, and you'll hear this when I talk about stuff in the alumni group, like I always want to be game ready. right? I don't want one day to go into a doctor's office and have them tell me something devastating about my health, even though I'm doing everything I can to be healthy, and feel like I have to make up time to be ready to fight a battle of my life. I want to be fight ready every single day. And that's a conscious decision you have to make every single day to be game ready, so that if something happens, that you can start from a healthy standpoint, and you don't have to worry about getting yourself healthy or getting yourself strong or even getting yourself educated. You guys should be staying in the loop on education about nutrition and aging, and what are some of the things that we can do preventatively to make sure that we keep our brain sharp and we keep our body functioning well and we stay in a healthy position. It was heartbreaking. We were just watching something on the news about, some poor lady in Puerto Rico who's diabetic and she can't get any medicine and she couldn't walk. And I'm thinking, oh, like I just don't want to be that woman. I want to be the woman that helps someone in that situation. I don't want to be the helpless woman in that situation if I can control it. And if you're in a position where you can control it, then you got to dig down deep and find that passion. And you got to dig down deep and find that emotional why, so that you can fix the problem, so that you can be the one that's in control of everything. And you can be the one that's going to set the standard for your own life. Don't let anybody else do that for you. Let's see. La, 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 la. I'm 50 and lost 20 kilos, super lean and healthy, and I wear a size 1 from 12. Feels great. Okay, so you're one of those women that I go into the store and I go, who wears these size 1 jeans other than my 11-year-old daughter wears size 1 jeans. Like, they're like this big. So congratulations, from a size 12 to a size 1. That's awesome. Um, Kudos, Yvonne. I started college for a nursing career. I'll be 59 when I graduate. Hey, Deb, my husband and I went to college in our mid 30s. And my husband got advice from one of his friends that he still talks about today. So he started college in, I think it was like 32 or 33. And he asked his friend, he's like, gosh, should I start college? I'm like 30, whatever. And his friend said, well, you're going to be 30, whatever anyway. Why not just go to college? So congrats to you for going back to school and getting yourself a degree in nursing. It's never too late to go back to school, as far as I'm concerned. So keep us posted on that, and we'll wish you happy graduation when you're 59. What is that, in like 4 years or something? But how do I maintain my current weight? I still keep losing. Eat more, basically. Eat more fat or eat more calories. Gwen, hi Diane. Fell off the wagon after 2 weeks in July. Now getting back on strong and beginning the alumni group. It's a really easy process, I believe. It is really easy. You just got to make your mind up. And then go back and watch, before the alumni group starts, go back and watch week 1 of the first group's videos. That'll refresh your memory on a lot of stuff. Gwen, I'm 57 with kids on their own in their 20s. So you're one of those ladies, Gwen, who we go, grandkids? Really? Like, grandkids? We have kids in elementary school. Joy, when I started IF, it was baby steps first. Now it's big girl steps, and now healthier than I have been for years. Congrats, Joy. We talked yesterday about pulling up our big girl chonies, didn't we? Linda, I'm 50. My kids are 20 and 27. My life was all about them when they were young. Now I want to do this for me. Do this for you and do this for them, because they want to have you being an active, healthy mother, mother-in-law, grandmother. So do it for you first and do it for them and future generations of kids. Deb, awesome. Laura, I need to hear this today. Thank you. You're welcome. Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so fix the problem. The problem is really close. It's usually right in front of us, right? We just got to look hard, and we got to look with open eyes, and we have to look, I guess, not look past us. We have to look right at us. Look directly at yourself and figure out what it is you're doing to yourself and why it is you're not going to just go get what it is that you say you want. It's right there. Just go grab it and then make it what you need it to be for yourself. If you need help figuring it out, I highly recommend this book, The Passion Test. This lit my fire. I am not telling you, the difference in my life since I read this book has been amazing for me. Health-wise, business-wise, relationship-wise, goal-setting-wise, all of it started right here. I just didn't know how to direct what it was I wanted to do. And it started with me and my health. And when I got passionate about that and connected my emotional why to what it is I was trying to do and stopped making it about a number or stopped making it about a time frame. I made it about my life, which is what I'm very passionate about. And I connected my future, what I was seeing for my life 10, 15, 20 years from now is where I directed the activities I was doing today. And I will continue to direct those activities for down the road when I want to be vacationing with my grandkids or caring for my grandkids or taking our kids on vacation or going on vacation with my husband and doing the things that we want to do and being free to come and go because we are active and healthy. And you have to purposely do that. It's not going to happen by default. You have to purposely make the decision to put the work in and make the decisions to do that every single day. Let's see. Lorraine, I have done the fasting for 3 years and works great for my body and my mind. Thank you for a book rec. We'll read for sure. Need it. Oh, God bless you too. Okay, my husband posted the link to the first group. If you haven't taken it, I highly recommend taking the first group. It will, even if you're already intermittent fasting, it just fills the gaps on some things that's not always so nutrition directed, but will get you thinking about some things about your life and connect it to your fitness. And so even if you're already fasting, I highly recommend jumping in. Jean, I serve meals all day at different times, full house with different schedules. I feel it is so challenging to not eat and taste and to be around food so much. Jean, you have to make a decision. Just don't put it in your mouth. Just don't put it in your mouth. That's all you got to do. You don't need to taste everything. It's okay. I'm sure that it tastes fine. Give yourself a break. Give yourself some permission to just not taste it. So funny. I've been working on our t-shirt store all day for some t-shirt designs we're doing for our community of women. And one of the shirts that we're going to design is just going to say, stop eating. Like, it's that easy, right? Just stop eating. You don't need to eat all day. Give yourself a break. Give your body time to fix itself and just relax and churn away at some body fat. We don't need to be putting food in our mouth all day. It's going to be fine. Trust me, it will be fine. Okay, it's Thursday night, so it's our last night together until next Monday. We have a lot going on this weekend. Don't miss out. Alumni group registration closes at 3 p.m. tomorrow. It is going to hard close because we have a lot to do to get everybody up and running. So if you are a graduate of our first course and you're in week 3 or 4 of a current group, you are eligible to jump into the alumni course. So make sure you get yourself registered. If you are not in a group, the beginner group, you have to graduate from that group in order to join the alumni course. So get in. We will probably skip the month of November for alumni just because it's Thanksgiving and everybody's busy. And might not start it again until December, maybe not even January. I'm thinking about doing a once a quarter kind of launch for the alumni group. That way we can all stay together quarterly and build some really good relationships with one another. So if you're on the fence, I say jump. You have nothing to lose. T-shirts, we were going to try to launch it this week and rush it through, but then we decided, since so many people are jumping into the alumni course and since the alumni get a special VIP deal for being our alumni, we're going to launch it within the course, the alumni course first. So that will be next week. So that way we can get you all in one collective group and get those t-shirts up and running for you guys. I'm so excited. If you've been featured as a student of the week, you will be getting a free t-shirt. So Kara's got a list of all of those people. So if you've been featured as our student of the week, we will be offering you a shirt, so you'll get to go in and pick which one you want. So congratulations. Keep sending in those testimonials. If you're ever featured as a student of the week, we will be sending you a free intermittent fasting for today's aging woman shirt as a thank you for being such a great student and for sharing your results for others to be able to see how this works and have some belief that it could work for them too. So we appreciate you guys and we want to honor you for doing such a great job in the group. So I'm going to say goodnight. I will see you guys in the alumni group this weekend, and I will see you guys in the basic course this weekend. I can't wait to meet all of our new members. And then keep an eye out for everything that's going on in your email box. And if you have any questions about anything, make sure you either email Kara or myself. And then those links are available, or you can message us and we will have some information for you guys to join tomorrow as well. So have a good night tonight, you guys, and have a super weekend. I will see you guys on Monday here on YouTube.